What if the first sound we hear in the Avengers Doomsday teaser isn't an explosion, a scream, or a heroic fanfare, but a single, slow breath in the darkness? What if that breath belongs to the man who once built armor to save the world, but now wears it to end it? And what if the very first question that hits audiences before they even lift their popcorn is, how did Robert Downey Jr.'s Dr. Doom become the nightmare that even the multiverse trembles to whisper about? These are the whispers that have been spreading through fan circles as rumors quietly predict that the first teaser will arrive attached to Avatar: Fire and Ash this December. It's a perfectly poetic pairing, fire, Ash, and an apocalypse rising in two separate universes, but what captivates fans most is not the date nor the marketing plan. It's the idea that the trailer may not open like a superhero story at all, but instead like a funeral drenched in rain, with a cemetery losing its battles against thunderclouds. This is the setting insiders claim we'll see: a lonely graveyard, every tombstone blurred by rainfall, and a silhouette standing motionless among the dead. No heroic colors, no triumphant music, just darkness pressing inward. And then, as the rumor mill insists, a voice, cracking like burning metal, whispers something like, "I have seen worlds burn, and yours is next." A line not shouted, but confessed, as if Doom himself is both warning and promise in the same breath. If this rumor proves true, then the teaser won't begin with the Avengers, or even with the hint of them. It will begin with Doom, alone, commanding the frame like a prophecy that's been waiting centuries to be spoken. Marvel has never opened an Avengers teaser with the villain before. That alone would signal something seismic. This is no longer a team responding to a threat. This is a world already kneeling beneath one. And the storytelling choice makes perfect sense. A teaser's job isn't to explain plot or reveal strategy, it's to carve mood into the minds of the audience. With Robert Downey Jr. returning not as Tony Stark resurrected, but as Victor Von Doom reborn in a darker mold, the weight of that presence becomes the message. Insiders say Marvel wants the very first Doomsday footage to be a tone bomb, a shockwave of dread instead of spectacle, drawing audiences in with curiosity rather than chaos. That's why the teaser is expected to be Doom-centric, maybe even to the point where viewers leave the theater murmuring his name before they mention any hero. Imagine that rain. Those ashes fluttering in slow motion around his silhouette, and his voice dropping a monologue as if reciting a eulogy for worlds he has already destroyed. No Avengers yet. No plan. No hope. Just Doom filling the screen like the calm before a storm, so catastrophic that even the audience feels they aren't supposed to breathe until he's finished speaking. But the moment Doom's voice fades, the world around him will likely ignite. Not in a sudden explosion, but in a sweeping, apocalyptic vision meant to signal that Doomsday is not just another Marvel event. It's the tipping point of the entire cinematic universe. Rumors describe the trailer's visual palette as an almost mythic clash between fire and rain, where every frame looks like the sky is falling and the earth is burning simultaneously. Burning cities blink like dying stars. Ash drifts downward as though gravity itself has given up. Landmarks collapse in slow motion, swallowed by orange glow and black smoke. And somewhere in these shots, fans expect to catch that now infamous leaked moment. A fiery silhouette of Doom standing amid devastation, framed by roaring flame as if the world itself is bending in worship. It won't be a story beat, just a mood beat, a warning, a promise of a threat broader than timelines, universes, even gods. This is Marvel's signaling scale. The kind of destruction that makes the Battle of New York look like a minor traffic accident. The kind that makes Thanos' snap look delicate. This is the visual thesis statement of the trailer, that everything we once believed safe, stable, and protected in the MCU is now fragile under Doom's shadow. And as the fire reflects in the falling rain, audiences won't need plot explanations. They'll understand instinctively something far bigger has arrived. Only after the fire has spoken and the ashes have settled just long enough for audiences to realize they're witnessing a threat no single hero could ever withstand will the tone likely shift. Not back to hope, but to urgency. A rapid-fire montage, brief enough to be teasing but potent enough to electrify fans, is expected to flash across the screen. Sam Wilson's Captain America may be drenched in the same rain, tightening his grip on the shield with a jaw set like stone. Thor, possibly surrounded by flickering sparks, his expression caught halfway between rage and recognition because gods know omens when they see them. A split-second glimpse of Spider-Man swinging through a skyline half lit by burning clouds, maybe Tom Holland, maybe not, depending on secrecy. Then perhaps the brightest spark in the montage, the Fantastic Four, not in full team pose, not in uniform, but as silhouettes, movements, gestures. A shot of Sue's invisible force field shimmering in chaos. Johnny's flame igniting against the storm. Reed studying a crack in reality like it's a math problem that has suddenly become personal. And if Marvel wants hearts to stop, a 2-frame tease of a mutant symbol glowing on broken concrete, or a familiar figure with unmistakable claws extended in shadow. It will be fast, fragmented, and designed to make every fan lean forward at once to whisper, "Wait, was that?" The montage won't tell us how these heroes meet or what team they form. It'll tell us only this: they're out there, and Doom has already entered the room before they're even ready to stand. It's in these moments between the destruction and the hero flashes that the teaser will almost certainly let its characters speak. But not in long conversations, not in banner or exposition or strategy. Just sharp, haunting dialogue snippets meant to lodge into the audience's brain like broken glass glinting in firelight. A hero's voice, maybe Sam Wilson's or Reed Richards', whispering something like, "We've never seen anything like this." Not shouted, not triumphant, awed, shaken, almost disbelieving. Then another voice, perhaps a narrator or an unknown figure from another universe, murmuring something along the lines of, "The multiverse is collapsing." This line will matter. Not because it explains the plot, but because it confirms the stakes fans have theorized for years. And then, like a blade sliding through the dark, Doom will return to speak the line everyone will quote for months: "You will kneel or you will burn." If Marvel follows its rumored structure, this line won't be about intimidation. It will be delivered with terrifying calm, as if Doom is stating an unavoidable law of physics. These words will echo under the fire, under the rain, under the montage, imprinting themselves on the moment with the finality of a signature on a death sentence. Fans won't hear strategy, hope, or banner. They will hear fear wrapped in destiny, and a villain who doesn't threaten but declares. And as those lines fade into the distance, the teaser will likely tighten its grip and drag us into its climax. Marvel knows how to end a trailer with a moment that stops every beating heart in the theater, and Avengers Doomsday may unleash its most chilling shot right here. Rumors point to Doom unleashing a massive energy blast, perhaps not on Earth, perhaps not even in our universe, but somewhere so cosmic, so vast, that the explosion becomes a shockwave echoing across realities. The screen might shake, light flaring, silence roaring as the blast sweeps through fractured skies. Then, in a shot designed to linger in the minds of fans for months, the Avengers, whoever the lineup is at this stage, stand among ruins, staring towards something too large to comprehend. Not fighting, not planning, just absorbing the scope of what they face. Their expressions alone will tell the story. Even they don't know how to stop what's coming. And just when the tension peaks, before a single breath can be taken, the screen cuts to black. The title appears, slow and heavy, like a verdict being handed down. Avengers Doomsday. The date glows beneath it, December 18th, 2026. The audience exhales. But Marvel won't end it there. 2 seconds more. A final stinger. Maybe Doom turning in full armor at last, the reflection of fire dancing across his mask. Maybe a mystery character stepping out of a portal, just enough to make the theater erupt. What makes this teaser uniquely thrilling is not just Doom, not just the apocalypse, not even the energy blast. It's the hidden promise beneath it all. The multiverse is finally breaking open. Rumors swirling around casting boards strongly suggest that Avengers, Fantastic Four, and even early X-Men representatives will share screen time in this film. And the teaser may scatter hints like breadcrumbs. Not full reveals, not overt cameos, just enough visual suggestion to make fans' imaginations ignite. A shot of the Baxter Building's distinctive shape silhouetted against a burning horizon. A brief flicker of a multiverse crack splitting through the rain-drenched sky, glowing with impossible colors. A mutant logo etched into rubble, so quick the audience wonders if they imagined it. Maybe even a glimpse of a parallel universe landscape, twisted yet familiar, as though the boundaries of reality are thinning like old parchment. Marvel understands that too much would spoil the surprise, yet too little would undercut the scale of the chaos to come. So the teaser's role will be to whisper, not shout, to let fans fill in the space between frames with the characters they desperately hope to see. This isn't just another crossover. This is the moment the MCU admits that its walls are breaking, its timelines merging, and its heroes multiplying. And all of it, every crack, every flicker, every collapsing universe points toward one truth. Doom is the one holding the match. But perhaps the most striking artistic choice, if the leaks are accurate, is not the dialogue or the cameos or even the destruction. It is the visual palette itself. The teaser is rumored to drench the screen in a contrast of cold rain and burning fire, two opposing forces colliding like dueling destinies. Blue-gray storms wash over landscapes as if the world is crying its final tears, while molten orange flames rise like vengeful gods climbing from the earth. This push and pull of elements creates a mood where everything feels suspended between drowning and burning, between despair and rage. And in the middle stands Doom, always in silhouette at first, refusing clarity, refusing identity, refusing humanity. Ash drifts around him like snow haunted by memory. Raindrops streak down his mask, or perhaps his hood, blurring the line between man and myth. Marvel's intention seems obvious. Doom is not just a villain. He is a force of nature invading the screen. This palette is not about beauty. It's about dominance. By the time fans leave the theater, the color combination of storm blue and inferno orange will stay imprinted on their minds as the signature of Doomsday itself. It's the visual equivalent of a prophecy, one that says the MCU is entering its darkest age yet, where not even heroes can see clearly through the smoke and rain. And so, as all these rumors intertwine, Doom's monologue in the rain, the apocalyptic imagery, the frantic hero montage, the multiverse whispers, and the fire and rain palette, a pattern emerges, one that reveals the true nature of the teaser. This will not be a trailer designed to hype fans with spectacle or plot revelations. It will be designed to unsettle them, to remind them that the MCU has always been building towards something larger, stranger, and more catastrophic. Doom will not be introduced as a conqueror in this teaser. He will be introduced as inevitability, a fate that has already written itself into the fabric of reality. And the heroes, in their fleeting appearances, will not look triumphant or ready. They will look overwhelmed, almost lost, as if they were pulled from battles they thought mattered, only to discover they were merely preludes. This is the essence of Avengers Doomsday's storytelling. The heroes are no longer fighting to save their world. They are fighting to understand what remains of it. And the teaser, in its quiet cruelty, will leave audiences with the sense that even with every hero across the multiverse united, it still may not be enough. That is the power of this theory. That is the storm the teaser may unleash. When the screen fades for the final time, silence hanging like smoke after the last ember dies, viewers will sit back knowing they've witnessed a beginning disguised as an ending. The teaser won't reassure them with hope or victory. It won't hand them explanations or heroic strategies. Instead, it will leave them with a single overwhelming question. If Doom stands alone in a cemetery in the rain, speaking as if he's already buried the world, what happened to the heroes who were supposed to protect it? And that question, more than any cameo, any explosion, any multiverse crack, is what will haunt audiences into 2026. Because Avengers Doomsday isn't promising a story where heroes rise. It's promising a story where heroes must claw their way out of the ashes. Marvel knows the weight of a cliffhanger. They know the magic of restraint. And so the teaser will end like a movie ending on its darkest scene. An ending that feels like Doom itself. And when the lights rise in theaters this December, fans will buzz, argue, theorize, obsess. The storytelling seed will have been planted, Doom is coming, and the universe has never looked smaller. If you enjoy diving into this unfolding theory, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support truly fuels these stories. And if you'd love to help us build even grander narratives, consider dropping a $20 super. Thanks to directly support our work and keep these cinematic journeys alive.